Okay, so I actually clearly remember taking this photo. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Happy Halloween!
As you can see, I have not been invited to any parties like I asked in my last video. I mean, I know COVID is going on, but I did suggest an outdoors party, whatever. The fun must still go on. I've decided to get dressed up in my
Perfect.
70s cat costume and throw my own party. I've lit some candles, I've poured myself a glass of wine, and I want to summon the ghosts from my Halloween costume past. We are going to review my past Halloween costumes. Grab yourself a drink and let's take a look. I thought it only made sense to start chronologically and start off with a pic from when I was a little girl. I don't really know how old I was here, probably 4, maybe 5. And I remember my mom making this costume and I absolutely loved this costume. She made it from scratch and I was a princess. And I loved that I got to wear the actual horse. I think I wore this actually a few times, but honestly, I think I look so cute. If I have a child, when I have a child, I hope I'm able to deliver this creme de la creme sort of Halloween costume for my child. I'd actually give this a 10 out of 10. I love this so much. Okay, so I actually clearly remember taking this photo. Again, another amazing costume that my mom made, and I said, "Mom, I want to be a black cat." And lo and behold, I got to be a black cat that year, and I just loved it. I remember running around the school playground with a tail and being like, "I'm so cool, look at me and my tail." What I'm even loving more about this is I posed like a cat. Like, I didn't just stand there. I crouched down, was like, I'm gonna look like a black cat. Again, another 10 out of 10 on this one. Ooh, okay, so this is painful. I wasn't too happy about this costume, to be quite honest. This made me very uncomfortable because I wanted to be a clown and I didn't want to look like this. This isn't the vision that I had. I guess as you get older, you start to get more opinionated. I remember I took this off after the photo. I didn't stay in this for the rest of the day like I did in the past with some of my other costumes. I don't know, I felt really embarrassed and uncomfortable. I think it was the shoes and the pom-pom ears. That didn't work for me. But because I'm a little bit scarred from this memory, I'm gonna give it like a 7. Because it came from a good place. My mom meant well. It just didn't sit well with me. So 7 out of 10. Oh my god. I should probably let you guys know that when I was a pirate, yes, that's right, I wanted to be a pirate. This, I think, was when I was 11 or 12, and I was hitting that age where, in my eyes, I felt like I was a very ugly kid. I was just really weird and awkward and chubby, and so my mom, bless her heart, just didn't believe in kids looking sexy or cute or a certain way when it came to Halloween. So when I said things like, I want to be a pirate, I want to be the devil, I want to be this or that, I always had to be a boy. Honestly hated this costume. I was very upset. I remember crying about it. I didn't want to look like that. And because I already was uncomfortable with myself, it made me feel even more ugly. I was jealous that my girlfriend, that's my friend beside me obviously, she got to put a mask on and she got to hide. And I had to look like a fucking boy. I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10 because it's just too painful for me. I don't approve. Oh, okay. This was grade 10. It was a Halloween dance. My girlfriend and I, we dressed up as 80s and we just felt so fun. We were like, look at me, I'm Madonna. Look at me, I'm like Cindy
flopper.
We were a hit. A lot of people loved our costume. I remember just loving this costume because it was so fun to dance in, because all of the layers of the dress would like spin, and it just made me feel so girly and fun. I mean, no boys asked me to dance. You know what, that's not important. I had a great time and I loved my costume. I would give this a 10 out of 10 because it was perfect. Oh, okay, this is an interesting photo that I found. I remember this night very clearly. So I would have been maybe 16, and I was at that age. Going trick-or-treating was not cool. I had a group of friends at that time that still didn't give a shit and wanted to go trick-or-treating. They came over and I was handing out candy, and I think I was just like your average cowgirl. I really didn't want to put any thought into it that year. I remember them dragging me out to go trick-or-treating in the neighborhood. I just felt so uncomfortable and so awkward. First of all, no one trick-or-treats at 9 p.m. because kids don't do that. So knocking on someone's door at the age of 16 at 9 p.m. asking for candy is embarrassing as heck. Oh yeah, and that was my dog, and I put a little blanket around her. I'm not really sure why, how cowgirl and a rap dog really make any sense, but I thought it looked cute. I didn't put much effort. The costume's okay, so give it like a 5 out of 10. It's not a fail, but it's not great. Ooh. I should say this. This costume raised a lot of problems. I wanted to be a 90s club girl that got beaten up by her coke dealer. Because by that point, I realized I only wanted to wear Halloween costumes that were kind of disturbing, but still kind of cute. Because I was stifled as a kid, I wanted to show that I could still look adorable. I could still look, you know, like a girl, but Halloween can still be scary. My girlfriend and I going to a frat party, and I remember loving my outfit. It disturbed a lot of people. The makeup that I had done looked pretty good, and especially if you're in a darkly lit room, it looked real. And I remember being in line to the bathroom, and this one guy wouldn't stop staring at me. And I was like,
what?
And he's like,
Are you okay?
I was like,
Yeah, why?
He goes,
Your face.
and I was like, right, I'm in a costume. I was in a very controlling relationship, and so my current boyfriend at the time hated it so much, I actually deleted most of the photos. I only have one more photo of my girlfriend and I. Oh, the good old days when we would take really weird photos before going out. See, look, she's a pirate, but she still looks cute. Why couldn't I look like that when I was a kid? That was a really awesome costume. That to me is 10 out of 10. It's perfect. I love it. No regrets. Oh, okay. Another Halloween where maybe costumes made certain people a little unhappy and not too comfortable. So here I would have been 23, and I wanted to be a vampire victim. I wasn't a vampire, so I got like this really cool white dress, a really neat like knitted shawl, put like bite marks on my neck, and I basically started to make myself look like I was dying. Made my hair messy. I mean, you can't really see, but it was very, very well done. I just remember loving that costume. People do get a little bit weirded out when you look like you've been abused or hurt. To me, it's Halloween, okay? We're not here to look like fucking models. No. Look like death. Come on, guys. I would say this costume's a 10 out of 10. Very proud of myself. Oh my god. This Halloween costume would have been 24. I was a boxer. I was a female boxer, and hence the bruised eye and the bruised lip. And I wrapped my hands in gauze, you know, because you're boxing and you're getting sweaty. I was a little self-conscious at showing my midriff, so I bought like a beige bodysuit, but I wasn't afraid to show my legs, so I wore these like teeny tiny little booty shorts. And I had these really cool like boxer Converses, but I got beaten up. But I'm also kind of like a Gina, because that's why I have hoops and my hair is done. You know, you still gotta look good. That was a really weird night for me. The guy that I was dating at the time was supposed to pick me up to go to a party, and I was very excited, and he stood me up. But thankfully, my girlfriend was there to rescue me. I think we went to like 2 house parties. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I would give this outfit a 10 out of 10. I mean, I think it's great. I think the makeup is on point. I think the costume is great. Okay, maybe I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because the only thing that's not making any sense here is the hair and the earrings. I think the reason why I did my hair that way is because I'm really insecure about the shape of my head. I actually can't wear my hair in a slick back ponytail. My hair just doesn't do that and I don't have a good shaped head. It's kind of small, makes my nose look bigger. So I know why I did it. It was to balance out my big fat nose. Okay, I love this costume. This was Halloween of 2015, and I was working at my last job. This one year, I remember my girlfriends all wanted to do sort of like a group costume, and I was anti that because I didn't want to be like a Spice Girl or some sort of group costume that meant I had to just look slutty. I couldn't agree with them on any group costume, and I actually said to them that I probably wasn't going to dress up, so they decided to. But then, when I left the office, something came over me and I was like, I'm gonna do a costume. And I ran to Black Market, which is this epic thrift store in downtown Toronto. I'm just gonna work off whatever inspires me. So when I came to the office, looking like Frida Kahlo, people were just gobsmacked. Everyone loved it. Honestly, I got the unibrow down pat. I got the little mustache down pat. Ruben and I went to a party. I did his makeup actually. I gave him a black eye. And it's funny because if you know Frida Kahlo's story, her husband that she was married to, they had a very tumultuous relationship. So I wouldn't be surprised if she gave him a shiner occasionally. The joke for Ruben and I during the Halloween party was that I hit him. So morbid. Awful, I know. But it's Halloween! The only time of year when you can be a bit morbid, right? I would give this costume a 10 out of 10. Ooh, okay. So this was 2 years ago. Halloween costume with the girls at the office. So I've decided to agree to do a group costume with them. And I put my foot down. I want to be scary. I don't know if it was me or somebody else, but one of the girls or I said, what about The Shining? And I was totally down for it, and I was happy to be Jack Nicholson. In fact, I loved the challenge of trying to figure out how to be Jack Nicholson. I think I did an amazing job. The hair, though, was hilarious because we ran around the city trying to find the perfect wig, and we couldn't. So we had to buy a mullet, and we just started cutting the hair to make it look like I kind of had like Jack Nicholson hair. Wasn't easy actually. You'd think it would be easy, but it wasn't. Everyone tried the wig on. It was such good laughs. Then came the makeup. I had to figure out how to do my makeup like Jack Nicholson with those iconic eyebrows. I think I did a pretty good job considering I am not a makeup artist and I was just working with my ordinary makeup. I didn't buy anything special. And then there was our group shot. I love it. Everyone did a fantastic job. The little boy, Tommy, and then the two girls, like, they look possessed. We look so good. Another 10 out of 10. I mean, I'm just killing it. As an adult, I feel like I do a fantastic job of making Halloween costumes. So last year's costume. Loved this. But I will say this. It went against everything that I believe that a Halloween costume should be. I fell into the trap of doing a group costume again because the girls at the office had so much fun the year before doing The Shining that I guess we wanted to continue the fun, but I just missed the gore. I mean, I think I even joked to them and said, can we be like, you know, OD'd hippies or something, and none of them would take. I mean, I did try to make myself look stoned, but didn't really quite look that way. And I did roll a fake joint for a photo sesh with the girls, but that was it. That's as far as I went. But I do love this costume, and I got Ruben involved. He agreed to be a sort of like 70s dude, and I thought he looked so good. The wig was perfect. That was my Jack Nicholson wig from the year before. I threw in a bandana on him, and honestly, he looks like a guy from the 70s. Like,
fuck the man.
I'm gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. No, a 9 out of 10. Because like I said, it didn't have any gore, it didn't have any fear to it. It wasn't morbid. I need that in a Halloween costume. So that's it. those are my Halloween costumes from my past. I just want to say I hope you enjoyed all my videos this week. I know I gave you 3 this week, but that's because my life has just been kind of topsy-turvy and there was a lot I just wanted to give you guys before November hits, and this was, you know, very important that I do because I love Halloween and I just thought it would be so much fun. Really hope you enjoyed this Halloween little special for you guys, and I will do my best to see you next week, and if I don't, I'm very sorry. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know which costume you thought was the funniest, or which costume you liked, or maybe there was a costume you didn't like. Maybe I did offend you with some of my morbid thoughts on what Halloween costumes should be. I have thick skin, don't worry. If you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you're always notified of a new episode from me. See you guys later, and have a good rest of your week, and have an even greater, scarier, and just all around awesome Halloween. Love you all. Bye. Okay, bye.